Yeah, can I just say that just overwhelmed at the moment. It took me 8 years to get a unification fight, and I was more frustrated than anybody else. You know, before the Jeff Lacey fight, I was so frustrated not being given the opportunity to fight the true champions, and obviously along came Jeff Lacey. 2 other fights I had, not really choices of my own, until there was a guy from Denmark, a guy called Mikko Kessler, who's over there. So, no applause, man. He's still the best fighter for the day, great fighter. So when they came before that fight, I knew Mikko would be a tough fight. But I decided at this stage of my career, I wanted to show the world that I've always been the true champion. There's through no fault of my own, that I didn't get the big fights that I always wanted. So I said that I'd go to Denmark and fight Mikko. Luckily, well, thankfully, and then we brought him to Wales, so won that fight. After I won that fight and become super middleweight champion, undisputed, there's only 2 more things I wanted to do, and that was come to the States because you guys never thought I'd come over and beat 2 legends in the ring. One in Hopkins and a bigger legend in Roy Jones Jr. Deja vu, man. I got put on my ass twice in the first round in both fights, and we're not in the script. But hey, you know, I think I show what a true champion is all about, coming back, you know, and I just thank God, thank my dad, thank my team, everybody, my family. 36, nearly 37, you know, I'm not going to announce anything right now, but I said before the fight, this possibly could be my last fight. Dude, I didn't do, So I'm just really happy. I hope you all enjoyed it. You know, I did. Except for the first round, of course, but thanks, that's all I've got to say. Well, that's the sort of answer I'm going to answer for that right now. That's something I'm going to sort of go away and evaluate. You know, I don't really like to do rematches. There's smiling over there, look at me all over there, man. Maybe you should fight Hopkins, man. I'll tell you what, I'll promote now. You fight Hopkins, man. I think that's a good fight. I think if you and Hopkins, you 2 fight each other. I'm not sitting there commenting on you 2 guys, man. How was that one? I think that's a good fight. But I need to go away, you know, spend some time with family and just have a rest, you know. I'm so happy what I've achieved this year, and listen, man, I can't really give you an answer right now. You know, difficult to say right now. Obviously very satisfied with it. You know, my training camp was very good. My hands felt fine. That's something that I've had problems with my hands for years and years. So I was able to train good for this fight, and I had belief in my punching power. I felt that I grew into the weight better for this fight than I did for the Hopkins fight, and I felt stronger. And I knew that I had to make Roy Jones respect my punches. I felt I did. I think I stunned him on quite a few occasions. So yeah, I was happy with it. Yeah, I don't think so. I said a fairy tale fight, fairy tale ending. You know, I enjoyed the fight except for the first round. I was having fun. You know, I was like moving, being flashy myself. You know, it was full credit to Roy. He showed what a champion's heart he has and what a great fighter he is still. Coming back, hanging in there. He was always dangerous. But you know, when I drop my hands, that's just part of me having fun. You know. So first round, I kept my hands up. I got caught. As soon as I dropped my hands, I didn't get caught. So I can work it out, man. That's not for me, that's for you guys to say. You know, all I can say is being world champion, been fighting world title fights for 11 years. You know, I've beaten 6 former world champions, and when I was given the opportunity, I've beaten, you know, fighters like Jeff Lacey. I think obviously Mikko Kessler is a great fighter. He's the best super middleweight in the world right now. And I think he will go on and do great things in the division. And like I said, you know, to come over here and beat 2 American legends in Bernard Hopkins, you see them against Pavlik, the guy who's still an excellent fighter, and Roy Jones tonight. Not just beat the guys, I beat them over here in America, man, in the States. So I'm so proud of that. And like I said, I'm not going to make a decision till I go away and have a good sit down and think. Listen, I just stepped out the ring about, 15 minutes ago, man. Let me enjoy this fight before I think about fighting somebody else, man. You think I'm a sadist? Shit, man. I just cut some I know, don't bash somebody else. Shit, man. Just let me chill out for like a few weeks or something, you know. Well, there's always a factor, you know. I think my work rate is second to none, and my angles and my movement, you know, it's difficult for opponents to train for. And although Roy Jones is very fast, I felt that I was very, very successful, caught with great shots, and managed to get out of the way of most of his shots. So I probably could have, but I was having fun. You know, I was enjoying the fight. I felt I was in control of the fight after the first round. I didn't want to make silly mistakes. I still felt he was quite dangerous from the counters, so I was just in there using my combination punches in and out. And like I said, you know my fitness. I knew I would do the 12 rounds without any problem, and I always felt that Roy would tire more in the second half of the fight. So the longer the fight went on, the more I felt I was in control. So I didn't feel there was a need to go for the knockout. You know, if the knockout came, then fair enough. But you know, he was covering up. He wasn't really letting anything go, and I didn't want to make a stupid mistake and get caught. Difficulty with sets, definitely. Well, you don't really, when you get put on the floor, now it's a bit of a shock. But when they got up, I felt, I knew exactly where I was. I just, became patient. I thought Roy was going to come straight for me. But my powers of recovery, get put on the floor, I come back stronger. I've showed that in the past. Everybody can go on the floor, but it's how you recover. That's what matters. And I showed the game, my heart, and what champion's all about. By coming back and fighting twice as strong.